Hello everyone. I was just getting on to make a video for Monday the 13th, I believe. Yes, the 13th. So I pulled out some cards that have some of the planetary alignments that we have. So we have the Sun in Libra, the Moon in Cancer, Mercury in Scorpio, Venus in Libra, Mars in Scorpio, Jupiter in Cancer, and Saturn in Pisces. These cards have a keyword on them that I'm going to be reading for, as well as hopefully being able to kind of read some current situations that we might be going through or dealing with. So with the Sun being in Libra, the keyword here is harmony. So I do think that October so far has been a little bit more harmonious than the past couple months. So I think that we're starting to feel a little bit more balance in our lives, as well as a lack of turmoil or aggression, I guess we could say. I don't even know if that's the right word either, but we'll go with it for now because that's what came to my mind. So Moon and Cancer, we have friendship here. I think this is a card that definitely represents like spending quality time as well. We have two people in this card kind of like spending time together, like quality time, and looking out at the, I guess, the open air and the what looks like a swan or a crane in the photo there. So probably have a lot more close loved ones with us this month. Mercury being in Scorpio here, there might be more changed opinions going from one side to the other. We've seen a lot of people who have been, I guess you could say, waking up to some of the choices that they've made and are expressing how they're feeling currently. And it's a complete 360 by their account of where they were at one point in time. So I do think that the communication is about the reflection of where people were versus where they are now, going from one extreme and changing their opinion on it. We have Venus in Libra. This one says indecision. And we have the Sun in Libra as well. So with the keyword being indecision, the Sun is in Libra, so it's shining a light on a lot of things that we've probably put on hold or put on the back burner. And so Venus in Libra is making me feel like now is the time to start making decisions, whether you've been putting decisions off in terms of career, family, things that you've been wanting to do, but maybe just haven't really put too much thought into how to achieve it. I think that October might be the month that some of you guys start to make those decisions. And then we have Mars and Scorpio here. So Mars and Mercury are in there together. I think that there's this feeling that I get that for some people, their Mars and Scorpio energy is going to be achievement at all costs. With Mercury being conjunct to that, it makes me feel like some people have probably been told that they can't do something, or maybe haven't had the support system supporting them in some of their endeavors. And Mars in Scorpio is about maybe them persevering and actually achieving the things that people have said that they wouldn't be able to achieve, or maybe even be able to obtain. So I think this is more of a perseverance kind of revenge situation, because the keyword here is revenge, but it makes me feel it's more of like a revenge in a way of like, you said I couldn't do it, but look at me now, I am doing it. And this probably also goes back to the Venus and Libra energy of making decisions and actually getting stuff done for yourself. We have Jupiter in Cancer. I think that this is a wake up card in a way. Like we have the eye in the center there. I think that emotions are starting to flow a little bit more freely. And I think because of that, when we're able to express ourselves in a healthy way, it tends to wake people up. And so I do think that there is this sense of people waking up in a grander scale. We kind of see it a little bit going on. There's kind of like I said previously, there's a lot more people with the Mercury and Scorpio kind of, going from one belief maybe to another, or one, they were thinking about something one way and now they're completely on the opposite spectrum. So I think that Jupiter and Cancer energy is about the wake up of it all. And I think it's the catalyst for the Mercury and Scorpio. Jupiter being the biggest planet, being very abundant, I think it's allowing people to wear their heart on their sleeves and really express themselves. We have Saturn in Pisces, and so Saturn being the planet of like restriction, and Pisces being the sign of mystery, the metaphysics. And the keyword here being loss makes me think more of there might be a lot more people who feel restricted that might be turning to metaphysics for answers, but there also might be a lot of losses going on, maybe not for yourself, but you might be experiencing loss for other people and witnessing or experiencing their pain. And so I also think people who work in, I think, the healthcare field might be experiencing this planetary alignment more prominently, because when we think of loss, there's a lot more people in like hospitals that experience that daily. So there might be a lot more, people dealing with things that they are losing, or people experiencing it with others, as well as people turning to metaphysics for maybe some answers and things like that. I have some tarot cards and some Lenormand cards here that I plan to pull. I would just like to state, just like most videos do, that tarot card readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your financial, health, legal, and any other professionals. This is for entertainment purposes only. All right, so how can we navigate these planetary alignments successfully? We've got the Fool, Ace of Wands, and the Hierophant. So I think with the Fool card, some people might need to take a leap of faith. Sometimes it's about taking the plunge and not having a plan. And sometimes it's about taking the risk, right? Like it might be something that is risky for you to do. This might have to do with the decisions that have to be made here. So you might have to actually make a decision on whether you're going to take the risk or if you're not going to. We have the Ace of Wands right next to it. So the Ace of Wands being like a new passion, endeavor, opportunity. I do think that for a lot of people, the decision is around either work or some form of passion that you've been wanting to do, but maybe have you been holding off for a while. And then we have the Hierophant here. So the Hierophant makes me think about finding the people who can help you on your endeavor. And I think the Hierophant, when I'm looking at our planetary alignment cards as well, when we have the Jupiter in Cancer and the Awakening, it makes me feel like listening to those who are expressing themselves openly, because there's things that we can learn from them, and it benefits everybody to be able to listen and see their point of view. And for those of you who might be looking into metaphysics, the Hierophant can just be simply about, diving headfirst and really taking what you're interested in and learning with all the passion that you have for it. It could be in whatever area you are trying to do, such as pendulums, palmistry, tea leaf reading, crystal ball scrying. So really like just diving head first and taking the opportunity to learn as much as you can for it. And then I do think here that there's a lot of you that the persevering through no matter what other people might have said, or no matter what like opinions they've said, this could also be, just try it no matter what anyone has said, because you're not going to know unless you do it, right? It's a good learning opportunity to try, and the best way to know if it's something you're going to be dedicated to is to give it a shot in the first place. All right. Let's just pull 3 Lenormands here. All right. The best advice for people navigating this planetary alignment. So I think that the tree here is very abundant. It's very full, very healthy. So I think this might be a very healthy endeavor. But you may have to look to those around you that may not have your best interest in mind. Some people might actually be taking things away that might give you the confidence or the motivation to actually do it. And I think that with the scythe here, it's telling you to potentially just cut out those opinions and really just do it for yourself, because I do think that you're starting from a healthy place, and if you keep the negativity around, it's really just going to cut into your ability to want to do it or to be able to do it. So I think that in order to keep the health of the opportunity that you're trying to move through, definitely like look at the people who aren't being as supportive, and you might need to cut out those negative opinions. But that is our reading for the night for Monday, the 13th of October. So I hope this was helpful for someone out there, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your week. I will try to do more videos like this. I just really want to find like what works for me. That way I'm doing my own kind of videos and not like copying everybody And so that's why like a lot of my shorts appear very just one card. I don't want to do what everyone else is doing. I just really want to try to find my voice in this space because there's so many voices that are amazing. So hopefully this is something that hopefully is unique to me. I mean, I know like a lot of readers do a lot of the astrological readings with tarot cards and oracle cards and all of those things, but hopefully this is a different take on it. Fingers crossed, but I am trying to do it in my own way. So I hope you guys have a very wonderful week, and I will see you guys in another video.